everybody, it's Michelle and welcome to a day in the life with me. Today's video is going to be something a little different. I've never done before. I'm going to do a full face of e.l.f. products. I will insert photos here of what I have, and then the few items that I forgot to grab, I will show you. Okay, so let's get started. This is one of the items I did not show. It is a toner from e.l.f. And I always start out with the toner. So I am going to go ahead and apply that to cotton round. Apply it to my face, and we will be back for the next step. The next item is going to be the moisturizer. And these items came out of this little Super Skin mini kit that I purchased a while back. Sorry about all the rustling. This is a gel, which I didn't know when I got it, but you know, I need to broaden my horizons, right? Okay, I will rub this in and we will be back for the next step. Okay, so I brought you in a little bit closer so you can see a little more of what I'm doing. Okay, so we did the toner, we did the moisturizer. Now we need to put on the Putty Primer, which I've never used before, so this is going to be a first for me. But here's the face, the e.l.f. Putty Primer for your face. And I do have a little Putty Primer brush. So I'm just going to apply this all over the face, and we will be back. Okay, so I like the way this Putty Primer feels. It's not sticky like other primers are, or have been rather. It's not very sticky at all. Okay, now I don't have a e.l.f. sponge, so I'm just going to use this Real Techniques sponge. I love these sponges. I'm going to go get it wet, and I'll be back. The sponge wet. I am going to go in with the Camo CC Cream. I have this in Fair 120N. And I'm just going to apply it directly to the face. And I've not used this yet, so this will be a first impression as well. I think I may have gotten a little bit too light, but you know what? You can always darken up if it's too light. I'm going to finish applying this and I'll be back. Okay, so I am applying some of the Maximum Coverage Concealer. It's a little bit darker shade. This is in Nude. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a darker shade and just try to mix it in. Normally, you all know that if I need to make a foundation darker, I usually do that before on a palette, but I actually thought that the CC cream was going to be the right shade. So that was my bad. I'm going to go ahead and blend this out and I'll be back. Okay, so I like that a little bit better. Now for... where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Now for the blush and the contour and the highlight. I am going to use, this one is the Fiji. It's the blush and bronzer, or contour, I guess. I'm going to use these two for the blush and contour. And then I'm probably going to use this shade right here for my highlight. And this is out of the Fresh and Flawless Quad. So let's go. Now, I don't have face brushes from e.l.f. That's something I'll have to invest in. So I decided I am going to use the brushes I got in my, hold on, there's an alarm going off. I gotta find it. Okay, so since I don't have any face brushes from e.l.f., I'm going to use the set that I got from Busy Beauty with my order. So I'm going to use this one. It's kind of a slanted, it is a little bit looser than what I would normally use for a contour, but I'm going to give it a shot. The other ones are just about the same, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going in with this contour shade right there, this one. And I'm just going to lightly sweep up. You always want to sweep contour up. You don't want your face going down, you want it to go up. So I'm sweeping it up. And then always right here around the perimeter, wherever the sun would normally touch your face is where you want to add this. And here comes my disclaimer. I am not a makeup artist or a makeup expert. I just like to play. And the tips that I'm giving you are things that I've learned in the last year of having my channel, and things that I've found that work for me. If it doesn't work for you, then, you know, you can always play around with it and see what works. I know I used to just like go straight back on my cheeks, and then after watching a few different YouTubers, realized that I needed to sweep up. Sweep up. As you can, hopefully you can tell between this side and this side is, I mean, my face is still going to be fat, but it seems like there's an indent right here. Which the only time there's indents in my cheeks are my dimples, so. And then with these kind of brushes, I always have this fat part first. And let's see, find my, and then sweep up. You don't go straight up. You go like like you're making a C. I know a lot of people will do that to their jaw and they'll make like a 3, but I don't need to emphasize these chins. Now this video is probably going to be a little bit longer because I'm doing a full face, whereas normally I would come on with my base on and just do the eyes. But with this being a full face, it's going to be a little bit longer. So you can either hit, there should be a gear button somewhere, unless you're watching on the TV and then you won't be able to fast forward. I'm so sorry. And I know that I won't remember to put in the timestamps for when, you know, each thing is. Okay, I think I'm good. Now, what I normally do is I take the rest of whatever's on this brush and just sweep on my neck. Just so that a little bit of the color comes down here as well. Okay, and now I am going to take this blush brush, say that 10 times fast, and I'm going to go in with the blush color here. Well, that's pretty. Tap off the excess. And just start with the apples of my cheeks and go up. Same as the contour where you go in like a circular motion, only this one I'm going to go over the bridge of my nose. And again, this is just what works for me. You don't have to do it this way. Makeup is, you know, for you to play with and figure out what works. This might be a little bit too pink on me, or too, yeah, a little bit too peachy, but we'll make it work. So I've done that. I'm going to put in everything that I've used back into the bag. Back over there. Now for the, one moment. We are going to do the Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Deep Brown. Get it out of the package. I got this little mirror. It's a lighted mirror from the Dollar Tree. I use it to pluck chinny hairs. And I'm hoping I can stay steady enough to actually use it to do my brows. I like these in the beginning because they're like super sharp. And it's nice to get the little fine wisps of hair right here. And if I can figure it out, I am going to try to zoom you in. Figured it out on one of my last videos, but you know. need to get my brows waxed, but are never the same. Here you go. Now I'm going to wait to do this until after I do the eyes, just in case. And now for the eye putty primer. And don't really want to use that brush, but it looks like I might have to. That same one for my eyeballs. Need to get a smaller brush. Oh yes, definitely. So I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, so now that I've got the primer on, I need to decide. I've got on green, but do I want to do a green look, or do I want to do more of a brown look? Do I want to do a jalapeno green look? Do I want to do a chocolate look? Do I want to do a berry look? Do I want to do a bluish purple look? Or what is this one? A rose water, mint, or carnival. I know I'm not going to do carnival. Don't know that I want to do mint. Rose water's in the running. The blue is not, because it just won't go with what I have on. The berry one is in the running. Actually, the last 4 are in the running. So here we go. I don't want to do a dark look, so chocolate's out. The jalapeno is out. I think I'm going to do the berry bad. This is the one I'm going to use. Now, I do have eye brushes. As you can tell, these are from the Mint collection. These are from the Retro collection, but I'm just going to use them. Woo. Okay, so I am going to start with this fluffy brush, which it's not going to tell me what it is. That's fine. It's like a fluffy dunce brush, loose brush, and I'm going to go in with this Ind color, which I have no idea what it is, but I'm going in with this one. And I just want to add this light color here in the inner portion of my eye. Just going in ever so slightly, or ever so lightly. And just want to lay this color down right here. Now these shadows are very powdery, which I don't mind. Okay, while I'm doing the eyes, I am going to just gloss. It's just called a clear gloss from e.l.f. Just because my lips feel very dry. Has a like fruity scent to it, but it just says clear on it. I don't care. Okay, so I'm just going to, and as you can see here, there is fallout, which is why I said I was going to wait to do the concealer. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay. So I have that on both the beginning of both eyes. I'm going to go in with this deeper color using the same brush. And I am going to pack this in the outer corner. And as you can tell, I'm just tapping it in just because I don't want to have a lot of fallout. You know, I'm okay with some, but with the deeper colors, it's a little bit harder sometimes to get the deeper colors off. So I'm just tapping this in until I meet that first color towards the center of my eye. It's going to be a very, very easy look, like all of my looks are. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm just going to try to marry these two together so that the line is not so harsh, which is going to be hard. So I am going to add more of that first color and just like swirl it and marry them together. Okay, that may have worked a little. Now I'm going to take this sort of domed, really dense brush, and I'm going to go in to this color right here. And I want to just kind of put that here in the center and maybe make it so it's not so, you know, the lines between the two aren't as stark. Okay, I'm going to take the same brush with the same color, and I want to add it here to the outer corner just to make it a little bit darker. Okay, now I'm going to take my finger and go in with this shade here and put that here in the inner portion just to add some shimmer. Okay, I'm going to take the concealer from this, it is the Highlight and Under Eye Concealer combo, and I'm going to take the concealer portion and put it right here under my eye. And here on my nose a little bit. And this is just because it had like a little bit too much of the eyeshadow ended up getting on my nose and under my eye that I couldn't get off with just lightly brushing away. So I just wanted to add the concealer and clear it up a little. Same beauty sponge. And I'm going to use the pointy end to just kind of conceal it. Okay, so that's much better. Now, I have a pencil black eyeliner, which I'm going to run along the bottom, my bottom lash line. I'm going to use the big mirror. It's going to be easier. Sorry, I couldn't talk while I was putting that on, or I would have jabbed myself right in the eyeball. And where I have the mic right now is up here, so hopefully it's not picking up on my valve ticking a lot, hopefully. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the highlight, and I'm going to highlight here, here, Get more. The bridge of my nose. And that's going to be it for that. I'm going to leave that on for a minute. I am going to go in with the 3-in-1 mascara from e.l.f. This is in Very Black. Oh, this font is weird. Let's see. Little knobby thing in the beginning. I am going to have to dot this in because the part on my lip makes me feel like I have like nair on my lip. Okay, I do have a little bit that dry and use a Q-tip to wipe it away. Okay, so I think I like this mascara. My lashes look full, but I don't normally have an issue with my lashes, so. Okay, that's gone. Now for the lip. For the lip, we don't have a whole lot of choices. I have this matte, wait a minute. It's matte lip color in Wine. Then I have this gloss. What are these? These are all lip liners. This came as a set. All of these together. I think I might actually, I'm going to line my lips just because I feel like I need to line them. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liner. It doesn't say the shade though. It's just this one. That was a cluster. And then I'm going to take the Wine. And then I'm going to put this glittery gloss thing over top. So here is the finished look using the Berry Bad palette from e.l.f. The rest of the e.l.f. product. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe. Big old fan brush. And we are going to put on this highlight. So I think I need to get a highlight from e.l.f. that's just a highlight. Okay, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go in with that highlight again. Just because, or maybe I'm just going to use my finger. Or maybe this isn't a very good highlight. I don't know. If you guys have this Natural Glow face palette, oh, you can see yourself, in Fresh and Flawless or whatever shade you may have it in, let me know if it actually works for you, because the highlight is not doing a whole lot. So here's the finished look. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this sort of video. If so, I can do more. I mean, we can keep testing out this e.l.f. if you want, and I can do a different look with each of the bite-sized palettes that I have. Let me know. And if you don't mind giving this video a big thumbs up, Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell. Why? Because you need to know when I'm uploading. Duh. Jeez. And as always, remember, be kind to one another and know you are loved, you are appreciated, you are important. Bye, guys.